What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are here with our first place undefeated deck profile, Mr. Keenan, who was playing his branded Despia with Sheeran in between. Talk to us about your rounds, and then we'll jump into the deck profile.
Well, good. Started round one off with a Rescue Waste matchup. Pretty strong going into it. Game one, just had enough response. Break through the board and had the follow up for it. Game two was a much longer grind game. Ended up just edging it out in the end, and that was that. Round two was West Monica.
Yes, I got a ghost rare of that.
Monica is a very interesting deck that does a lot that I don't understand. I simply just play cards and hope I win. Game one ended up being I threw out enough monsters and just won. Game two, he went first, put up enough of a board, and I had nothing. The game three ended up being a grind game, but I won on time because big monsters do battle.
Yes.
And then round three was versus Mr. Thomas himself, who was on purrely. Game one was a quick one with Gimmick Puppet immediately.
Yep. Open zero interaction, so we just reveal a hand pass, go game two.
Game two, we had a bit of a back and forth, but the crow on the purrely, I think it was.
Yeah.
Was enough to slow him down.
No, you hit the sleepy in the bin. So Lily target sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was enough from there. Had a little bit of a back and forth, but double book of Eclipse to stop any sort of possible, and then drawing nothing on top of that sort of means it's over from there.
Let's jump straight into it and see what you've got.
Thanks for watching. Please continue to support me by taking a moment to check out and subscribe to my Pokemon channel, The Vincible Gym, link down below in the description.
In this 60 card pile, we have the triple Albaz because we love Albaz. We have double Albion, want to bump it up to 3 for funny stuff that I'll show later off. Double Cartesia for very good cards, very good. Recurring Fusion. Double Quem, expensive, hopefully it gets a reprint so everyone else can actually access it. Triple Luba, Searcher. Double Tragedy. I'm running a Lure so I can actually benefit off banishing the Tragedy. One Lubalian, one Serenity, and one Magma Heart. We'd probably go to 3 Lubalian for Hatter, but card's not cheap.
No, needs a reprint.
Needs a reprint definitely. Double Mercuria. Note the mixed rarities. Recurring Fiend.
Yep, because you like to irk all those people who have OCD.
Of course. Seeing Mercuria is really good to make Gimmick Puppet go off unimpeded, or just stopping important stuff that stops you.
Yep. Double
Chain for the Fright Fur package. The new spicy card is Astalia of the White Forest.
What do?
So the whole play is you actually best target off Branded Fusion if you already have a way to Cartesia, because then you can send or discard to recur her as a body in hand. She also gets the Cartesia Requiem from deck.
There you go.
Which is a pretty good one, and opens it up to level 10 Chaos Angel players using the late dragons.
Yeah, cool.
One Sheeran, because sending Albaz and Sheeran off a Branded Fusion scares most people into wanting to respond to one or the other.
Yep.
It's a big point that I had in Game 3 versus Monica. He focused so much on Sheeran that he banished my Lubalian that I just proceeded to shuffle in.
Yep.
We won't talk about the win card. We have the kit, just an extra extender if you need. Doesn't come up often, but when it does, it's usually pretty good as a free body.
Yep.
One Beast, one Aerial for Shadows. Running the Shadow Fusion as a Frost target.
Cool.
Brilliant broadbacker. Turns out when you can go banish free, draw a card, and negate a card on field, pretty good off one card.
Yeah.
And then the new addition to the deck is the Triple Rock.
Yeah. This is disgusting, and I hate you for it.
Oh, it's beautiful. Funny Rock is funny because it blows up board if you need. You can generally play for it pretty well, and it's a light target if you ever need.
Yeah.
Moving on to the spells, we got the Triple Fusion. Again, note the mixed rarity.
Discourse 10.
Don't need to talk about that card. Opening is really good. Protection, starter, extender, what you need. The Lost, because Lost is disgusting, is usually your card that's getting popped, but it's fine because it baits out something. One in red, because we love fusing Guardian Chimera on the opponent's turn or your end phase.
Yep.
One in white, I was trying it out, it's pretty good because you can actually use the Shadow Engrave and Albaz to make a Winder if you have nothing else, or make a Guardian Chimera if you need, or stuff like that. We have the triple deployment because access to Cartesia is wonderful. Triple Patchwork because a +1/+1 that gets you Poly.
Yep.
The Poly itself because it's pretty good. Triple Allure.
Another very good card.
Combos off Mercuria, combos off Tragedy, it's too good to not.
Yep.
Very expensive cards, very expensive. Got my playset though, so we're pretty happy with that.
Yep.
Searching a normal spell trap in a normal spell trap centric deck is very funny. We have the talents to search, talents to talents.
Yep.
You get Ash, you get plus, get to draw. The Shadow Fusion, so you can actually talent it as well. Going second and wonderful board breaker. Gold Sark for a similar principle of Aloha, but you pick what you want. The one called by, in case you ever actually see it, versus the Ash Blossom one.
Yep.
Branded Fusion, discard Ash Blossom effect.
Yep.
Moving on to the traps, we've got the one dupe. Very good. Could probably bump it up to second to see it a bit more, because you can hit the Shadow Fusion, you can hit the Branded Fusion, you can hit Fusion dupe, which is very funny.
Yep.
One sword, good to recur your banished stuff. Can do the funny combo where you allure your Mercuria. Mercuria then searches the Albion Dragon comes sword.
Yep.
Sword then proceeds to get you back the Mercuria from grave, so you went plus 3.
Yep.
And then the one Retribution, because recurring cards from the grave in a very good deck is very good.
Yeah, it's insane. Awesome. So 60 cards?
Yep.
Disgusting. Awesome.
Very good, very fun.
Yep.
The mandatory tokens,
Womp.
all the Albaz ones, because that's how we are.
I've never seen any of these being used before.
I tried to use one before, but you probably had a nib token, so I was like,
What a
and then the Field Center, Fire Emblem, good game, play it.
Yep, play the game.
We have the one Lubalian.
Oh, the glare on that's horrible. Continue.
The one Lubalian's pretty good. Wouldn't bump it up to second, more than enough ways to recur it. In exchange, though, double Albion is insane. Grave effect's really good, banishing's really good. It's a whole round just good thing. We have the one Mirror Jade. Tempted to go to 2, but finding space here is rough. Mirror Jade's Mirror Jade. The one Sanctifier, pseudo boss monsters pseudo. It's just a really good card. Enables Gimmick Puppet.
Yeah.
We have the one Renrum. Very good card. Doesn't come up often, but when it does on either effect, it pops off. The one Granganor, would like to bump that up to 2 to sort of combo off with the Blazing Cartesio and recurring and that, but it's a bit hard to, again, find the space. Insane card to get the Quem from deck though, because she counts as a Dogmatica. So you can start stopping your opponent's turn. The one Quietus, we run it as our Despia fusion target and as the Dust Dragon summon.
Yep.
0 attack, 0 attack. It catches people off guard and then they have to figure out how to out it. Then for the Shadows we have a Winder, because floodgates are floodgates. Yep. And then we have the Alcalone, the usual target I'll try to make off the Shadow fusion. Negates a card in the field when it's summoned. It uses 2 Shadows with different attributes. So you use the Water and the Beast, you'll draw a card, you'll banish 3 cards from grave, and then you'll negate a card in the field. Off 1 card, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Then the newest addition is the Light and Darkness Dragon Lord.
In the QCR already. Nice.
Of course. Omni Negate that you can use stuff in Archetype is insane.
Yes.
Uses the Fusion Dragons, the base ones. It uses the Lubalian from deck, the Bestial Lubalian, and uses the Albion in deck as well.
Yep.
You can shuffle them in, you can banish them, there's plenty of ways to it. The one Mud Dragon for Sheeran. The one Draco Stapella, because you can use Sheeran or Cartesia. It's a good way to go off from it.
Yep.
One Chimera. I'm running the Fright first stuff. No reason to not.
Is good card.
Good card is very good, especially if you run Poly.
Yep.
Then the funny, spicy little one that actually came up today was Chaos Angel.
Discourse 10.
Running the level 2 light means you can actually make it if you don't see Branded Fusion. As much as the deck does, you like having options.
Yeah.
It also turns Cartesia, Quam, Aluba, plus a Bestial into a Chaos Angel, which is a pretty big jump.
Oh yeah.
Very, very nice jump from there, 1800 and 1500 to a 35 banish. It's also not eligible by battle.
It's insane. It's insane.
Moving on to the side, we got the triple Kuron. Hits a lot with the.
This hurt me.
Yeah. You weren't ready for it, and then Then we have the funny branded tech of Jinzo.
Yep.
You come into Labyrinth, you come into Trap Tricks, you do that instead of Gimmick Puppet, and they'll cry.
Yep.
Can even do it versus some stuff like Rescue Ace, because Rescue Ace do rely on a couple of traps. And we have the Banshee and the Zombie World, which has just jumped again because Fiendsmith.
Yes.
They need to be all fiends. That makes them not fiends. Stops the flu matchup if you ever see it. No one likes the flu matchup.
No, so you just zombie world and they can't play the game?
They cannot. Triple Eclipse, because we love the funny flip down that hurts a lot of decks that happen to try to rank up during standby phase.
It sucks, I hate it.
Triple Droplets to break boards if you need. Always been a little iffy on it just because this deck does struggle a bit on resources turn 1.
Yeah.
Can't really think of much else better currently. We have the one evenly because we can search it off Rust.
Yeah.
We have the funny going first card of Brightest Blazing Branded King. If you flip it up in response to a droplets or whatnot when you go Albion effect, it will stop that and Albion will resolve, leaving a Gimmick Puppet still. Great siding going first.
Right.
Negates everything face up in the field currently.
Yep.
So it includes the spell its activated response. And then we have the one Masquerade on the side for time.
Yeah.
Not that it's really come up because
Not for time. Not for time. for combos and win cons and stuff like that, right?
oh yeah, of course, yeah. To push for that little bit of extra damage on game 3 to secure the win.
Yes. Thank you so much, my guy. As always, do you have any shout-outs?
General community is always good. Everyone here is great. It's always fun. They take Gimmick Puppet a little less lightly these days.
Yep.
The threats of violence have gone down.
Yay! No one wants to hurt you.
As much.
Just little bits.
Just a little.
Awesome. Thank you so much, my guy. Have a great night.
Enjoy.
Peace.
Yeah.